Breaking news. Tinubu's government not ready to free Nnamdi Kanu as Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, stumbles over the matter. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 25th of May 2024, and I have a very important information plus video for every one of you listening to me right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, I don't want to waste your time. There is no need for preambles. Let us go straight and read the news in details from the channel's television official website, and after that, I will play a certain video for you. It is no longer news that there was a gathering between day before yesterday and yesterday in Abuja to celebrate what they called 1 year in office of the President of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, Mohammed Bola Tinubu. Now, according to the title from Channels Television, this is what they said. Only court can decide Nnamdi Kanu's fate, Attorney General of the Federation, AGF. He also pointed out that there was a remarkable difference between Kanu's case and that of Omoyele Sowore. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi says the offense of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is a difficult one and can only be resolved by a competent court of law. He added that since the matter was already in court, it should be left to the law to have its way. The AGF said this while responding to questions at the sectoral ministerial briefing on the first anniversary of the President Bola Tinubu's administration on Friday. He also pointed out that there was a remarkable difference between Kanu's case and that of Omoyele Sowore, while pointing out that Kanu is being held in accordance with the Constitution. He added that the matter was still in court. Now, if I want to analyze this man will be ashamed. But because of the video which I'm going to play, so I don't think I would have the time to analyze it, because I want this very broadcast to be very, very brief. But this man who said that Nnamdi Kanu is being held in accordance with the Constitution, is it the Constitution that said that Nnamdi Kanu should be kidnapped from another country and rendition to the zoo? Is it the Constitution that said that? That is the first question. The second question, is it the Constitution that says that Nnamdi Kanu or any, suspect should be held at the DSS custody instead of being remanded in the correctional center? Is it the Constitution that says so? And this same man who claims to be the Attorney General of Federation and Minister of Justice is also a son, for that matter. Hey, hello, Melundizu. And now there's another thing here. They asked him about Omoyele Sowore and the Igboho, Sunday Igboho. He answered the one for Omoyele Sowore, and they jumped the Igboho's one. He said that Omoyele Sowore's case is different. But remember that Omoyele Sowore was also charged for treason. Iyotago, the same case, the same charges with Nnamdi Kanu and the Igboho. So he said that Omoyele's case is different because, okay, fine, Omoyele Sowore is a revolution now, not for the division of the zoo. I understand that. But the case, the charges are the same. Treason. Now, let's leave Omoyele Sowore's own by the side. Why did you jump the Igboho's question? Why did he jump the Igboho's question? I will play a video for you. I don't want to analyze it, because if I had the time to analyze, maybe I will touch it during my live broadcast, but that has to be tomorrow because today is our fundraising. Now, The Attorney General further added that the federal government secured 250 convictions for terrorism and their criminal offenses in 1 year. On Tuesday, Kanu's lawyers filed a preliminary objection at the Federal High Court Abuja, asking the trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, to decline jurisdiction to proceed with the trial against him. Part of the issue for determination is whether the court has the jurisdiction to try Kanu for any or all the offenses charged against him in the counts 1, 2, 4, 5, and 8 to quash the said counts on the ground that the law which the said counts were predicted is unconstitutional. They pointed out that there are 2 international tribunal decisions against the arrest, not arrest, the kidnap, detention, prosecution, and trial of Kanu, which under the Nigeria constitution is binding on the court. They also stated that the law under which Kanu is currently being tried in these counts has been repealed and is also not supported by proof of evidence, adding that it is an abuse of court process. Counsel to Kanu is also asking the court to decline jurisdiction to entertain Count 15 because it is not in compliance with the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, not within the territorial jurisdiction of the court, and is not supported by any proof of evidence and law. They want the court to take further notice that Count 3 of the charges is unconstitutional, as it seeks to punish Kanu for an act that was not a crime when it occurred and is an abuse of the court process. Justice Binta Nyako had on Monday dismissed the request by Kanu for the restoration of his revoked bail and the removal from the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) to a house arrest or prison custody. Now, like as I said before, I don't have time to analyze this here in this very particular broadcast. What I have to do right now is to play the video for you. I want you to watch the video because I will still talk about this during my live broadcast, maybe tomorrow. Watch the video and make it go viral.
Our Barrister Darlington, let's look at other issues because of time. I don't want us to expend so much time on this conversation. The Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Olasukomi Fagbemi, has declared that the embattled leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is being held according to the rule of law. Fagbemi added that he does not know Nnamdi Kanu. He made the submission while he was speaking on the second day of the ministerial updates in commemoration of the 1 year in office of President Tinubu. The minister submitted that Kanu's case and that of Omoyele Sowore are not the same. According to him, when he was asked why the likes of Sowore and the Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Igboho were released while Kanu remains in the custody of the Department of State Services, the minister said Nnamdi Kanu and Showore's case are not the same. If I see Sowore, I don't know him. If I see Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know him. So Nnamdi Kanu is being held under the rule of law and the court, and that let Nigerians wait for the decision of the court. No one should be held outside the laws of the country. What do you say to this?
The man is speaking from both sides of his mouth.
Okay.
Reasonable felony is reasonable felony according to our laws. That was what they charged Sowore for.
Yes, he is saying that the case of Sowore and the Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Igboho, that they were not the same.
Hold on. Did he explain how they are not the same thing?
He did not. He just said that he doesn't see any of them.
You can imagine my quarrel with these people. You should have told us how they are different. That's what I'm listening to you now. Some people read the socialist address before the camera, before the press, where he presented all the instruments of state before the press, before the public. He brought out their currency, the Padaka, their flag, their passports, their cost of everything. He brought it out before the camera. I read his address where he removed the Yorubas from the map of Nigeria. So, what is it talking about? Or is it not a fact? So, whatever mobilize people all over Nigeria to cause a revolution. Please, this sentiment should stop.
No, but why didn't you give? Why didn't he? Like you rightly, Barrister Darlington, like we rightly asked, why did the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation not give us the difference between Showore and what's his name, the Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Igboho? Why did he not give us the reason why those cases are different from that of Nnamdi Kanu? Because according to, at the time, the case of Showore, they said it was treason. The revolution now, that is revolting against the government, at the current government at the time. The same thing too with Sunday Igboho, it was also treason. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is treason, but the two individuals, Showore and Sunday Igboho, they are walking free. Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody, not even being given bail. Meanwhile, in a recent judgment, Abba Kyari was given 2 weeks leave to go bury his mother.
I'm telling you. So these are the things. And these are the things the people are talking about.
So are you trying to, but are you attributing this whole thing to ethnicity? Because he's saying that the law should take its course. He's not seeing anybody's face. He's not seeing the tribe they come from. He's saying that the law should take its course and the Nigerians should wait for the court to decide in Nnamdi Kanu's case.
Can't you see what is happening here? These two people, we are really under the custody of the law until Tinubu came into office. Okay. Why didn't he allow the case of Showore to go through? Because the federal government entered a non-prosecute in the case of Showore. That means the government is no longer interested in this case. They just remove their hand from the case and ask the guy to go home. Now what happened? Sunday Igboho, who was chased into the public hospital, when they were giving bail here, why didn't the federal government arrest him to come and answer charges here? Because on several occasions, the DSS invited the refused to answer charges. That's why they made it to go and arrest him. And he ran away. So what are you not telling me? If this is not ethnic bias, then what is it? The whole attorney general. These are what you are talking about. Let them tell us that thing that Nnamdi Kanu did or said, that any of these did not do worse. I'm not talking of the terrorists in the north. He should have broken it down and then that particular thing that makes Nnamdi Kanu's case different. If it is not ethnic bias, they tell me what it is.
Does this? How do you think this will affect the supposed trust in the judicial system? I mean, with what the Justice Minister just said, because like you said, he couldn't give us a difference. He couldn't properly explain or contextualize the case of Sunday Igboho, Showore, and that of Nnamdi Kanu. So the question now is how.
The CJN have already told you that our judiciary is rotten. Anyone who is just leaving office is telling you that the judiciary is rotten. He said it.
He said that there are impediments. He said there are impediments. He did not mention rotten. He didn't use the word rotten. He said there are impediments within the judicial system and that there are mistakes that needs to be corrected.
Yes, sir. What do you mean by impediment?
No, I'm just telling that he didn't use the word rotten, Barrister Darlington.
Oh, you are looking for the word. I analyze the two words now. See what it means. When something is not pure, when something is not flowing freely, when something is not as it should be, is that not an impediment?
It's an impediment.
So what are you not telling me?
Yeah, I'm just using his word, not you didn't say what. Okay.
Yeah, you only use a mild word, but that is the reality. He said it himself. So what are you not telling me? These are part of what I'm talking about. The judiciary is no longer following the rule of law. They are no longer acting according to what law says. Did the Attorney General tell you that the Supreme Court said that his bail ought not to have been revoked? Did he tell you that?
No, he didn't say so. He just said let the law take its course. That's just what he said. But he didn't properly differentiate the cases of Igboho and Showore, because that's what a lot of Nigerians were asking, that if you could grant Showore bail, if you could grant Sunday Igboho bail, these are individuals that the federal government found treasonable allegations, they said they committed treasonable felony, and then you're also giving the same case to Nnamdi Kanu. How come you supposedly exonerated those ones or gave them bail and you can't even give Nnamdi Kanu bail or transfer him to Kuje prison? And they also talked about Abba Kyari's recent 2 weeks relief to go bury his mother. That kind of treatment was not meted out on Nnamdi Kanu. So that's what netizens are asking, but his response did not contextualize, or rather explain better.
It will not. You will not explain because I cannot. That's baffling. There are thousands of people in detention. outside. They didn't give them that privilege. Now they can't dress that. They didn't give them that privilege. What are you talking about? And now drugs. It's not the same drug offense that that anybody involved in it should be executed. So why are they giving the Abakari such a preference? If the United States said that they should bring him to the UN, the federal government refused. If it's somebody else from another region who is not in their group, they would have taken him to the US long ago. Now when you ask them, they say yes. So tell the international community that Nigeria does not support evil, that Nigeria does not support criminality. That was why we had to advance by the request of the US. But they have been asking for Abakari. Nobody responded. Esther, this is what is destroying Nigeria. Ethnic sentiment. We are not a nation. Nobody be deceived. We are not. In 21st century, look at how we are behaving, even at the highest level of our court. In 21st century. So they are waiting for when I need for man to become president. That's when Nnamdi Kanu will release. That's not true. Because Buhari released his own. The northerners. Tinubu has come, he has released his own. So we are waiting for the day and if man will become president, probably to be, and then he will not release Nnamdi Kanu.
All right, Barrister Darlington, we've run out of time. I want to say thank you so much.